Now, they say that our past experiences influence our worldview and makes us act in special ways. Such is the case with Timothy Liani, who is a founder of Brook Center and Autistic Children. Inspired by his painful past, Liani set out to help the underprivileged, especially children. Here is Liani's story, as filed by our own Nisi Imano.
In the heart of Zimmerman Estate in Nairobi lies Brook Center for the Deaf and Autistic Children, a registered charitable organization that takes care of children with special needs. For Timothy, the center was born out of passion to provide education to special and needy cases, an initiative that was inspired by what he terms as a painful personal experience.
It was an uncle, yeah. So a young person growing up, he had autism. So one day, of course, he used to walk around, go to the nearby markets, come back. So at some point in time, as he grew up, he went and never came back. Up to now, it's more than 25 years. So it's very tragic.
Timothy says his missing uncle was showing signs and symptoms, but those days disabilities were generally attached to culture, superstitious beliefs and traditions.
Children with autism are loners, they're hyperactive. Some have learning disabilities, others have sleeping disorders, intellectual problems, others have different types of sensitivities.
It was this experience that triggered Timothy's quest to sensitize the community on people living with disabilities, particularly children with autism.
Throughout my life, there's this set objective to ensure that I bridge the gap, to ensure that children who live with special needs never get missing, and they should always find safe custody for them, and also ensure they rehabilitate to become better people.
With proper diagnosis and training through therapy, most conditions can be handled.
Not just therapies, interventions, because of course a therapist will be involved. There will be an orthopedic, someone who is a specialist with the bones, to be able to do proper assessments for assistive devices like the walking aids, the standing aid, the sitting aid, and they overcome.
Timothy cares for these vulnerable children with the help of volunteer doctors, social workers, in addition to the in-house therapists, nurses, trained caregivers, and special education teachers.
In this place, you don't focus on perfection, you focus on progress. So progress means I could be able to stand, but I couldn't be able to make a step. But now I can step. And we've worked with more than 427 children, successfully reintegrated back to communities.
There are more than 1 billion people with some form of disability, accounting for 15% of the world population, according to the United Nations. Closer home, persons with disabilities make up 2.2% of the Kenyan population. For most of the world, October is the month that has been set aside to make people aware of children with learning disabilities. But for Timothy Liani, this is his daily passion, and it is his hope that one day children living with special needs will be able to access free healthcare and education. Reporting for KBC from Zimmerman in Nairobi County, I'm Nisi Imano.